I bought the EcoFlow RiverPro Powerstation on the 22nd of February 2023, and this little beast has been an absolute game changer for my productivity, especially since here in South Africa we often spend half of the day in complete darkness. It literally managed to keep the lights on in my business and probably saved me tens and thousands of rands by being able to power my electronic equipment to enable me to continue working throughout these extended periods of load shedding without any interruption. So in today's video, I'm going to review the EcoFlow RiverPro Powerstation to show you guys exactly how I've been using it over the past 6 months, and I'll also show you how powerfully versatile it can become when partnered with a portable solar panel. Alrighty, let's get right into it. The EcoFlow RiverPro Powerstation has a 720 watt-hour capacity, which is really impressive considering it weighs only 7 kilograms. The battery is made up of lithium ion and will last approximately 800 cycles when used to 80% of its capacity. It comes with a 24-month warranty, and inside the box you'll find 3 1.5 meter cables, one that plugs into the wall, one that plugs into your car, and one that plugs into a solar panel. You'll also find the warranty card as well as the user manual, which is easy to read and follow. Now, one of the questions I get asked the most often is, Peter, how long will the battery on this power station actually last? Well, you can check the website for full breakdown on how many hours the RiverPro can power various devices, and you can also read some of the reviews where people brag about its capabilities. But to give you an example, a 120 watt television can be powered for between 5 to 10 hours, a light bulb 64 hours, a hairdryer 1 hour, and a 150 watt refrigerator for about 4 to 8 hours. You can also recharge a standard smartphone 58 times, a laptop like the MacBook Air 13 times, a GoPro camera 83 times, and a 60 watt hour drone around 8 times. Again, it will depend on the total wattage that you need, so if you connect more than one device at a time, you need to add the wattage requirements together to see if it would be enough. For me personally, I use it to power my MSI laptop, a 24-inch desktop monitor, and my Wi-Fi router, and if I were to use the power station continuously, this would typically last me between 6 to 8 hours for every full charge. It really just depends on the level of load shedding, but it seldom happens that I need to use it for such long periods at a time, so even though I do use it almost daily, I only have to charge it about once or twice a week. I sometimes also use it to power this entire studio to shoot my videos, and that typically only drains about 80 watts at a time, so it should theoretically be capable of powering my entire setup for around 9 hours straight. The RiverPro barely makes a sound and does not expel any bad odors, which is really important to me as I don't want any background noises when I'm filming my videos. Now, the RiverPro will allow you to power about 80% of devices around the house, and for those appliances that do require high outputs like a hairdryer, electric kettle, a drill, or even a fridge, you can activate its X-Boost technology mode, which will use the 600 watt inverter to power devices up to 1800 watt, but the website states that it usually gives the best product experience for devices that require below 1200 watts. You should therefore not use the River series power stations to power heavy duty devices like air conditioners, ovens, or washing machines. And you should always upgrade the RiverPro to the latest firmware using the EcoFlow app before you activate the X-Boost feature. The RiverPro can also be used as an entry-level UPS, and you can therefore use the RiverPro to power your devices whilst the power station is connected to a wall socket. This basically means that the AC power will go straight from the grid directly to the device connected to the power station and not from the battery itself. If a blackout occurs, the device will automatically switch to be powered by the RiverPro in less than 30 milliseconds. This is an entry-grade level UPS function that does not support 0 millisecond switching. So although this function is quite handy, do not rely on it to connect the devices with high uninterrupted power supply requirements such as desktop computers and data servers. The LCD display of the RiverPro is clean, compact, and neat. On the left, you can see the remaining charge measured in hours or minutes. This number is calculated based on the amount of watts that are required at any point of time, so it is very useful to test different devices to see how long they will last. Next to that, you can see the battery level indicator, which shows the remaining power as a percentage with the icon rotating when charging. On the right hand side, you can see the current input power in watts, which is what the power station receives when charging, and below that you will find the current output power in watts, which is the amount used by all the devices that are connected to the power station. There are also a bunch of other smaller icons that will appear on the display screen when certain functions are in use, including the extra battery, USB-A port, USB-C port, car power output, and the IoT indicator, which tells you when the unit is connected to the mobile app. It will also alert you when the battery's temperature is too high, too low, when it becomes overloaded, and if the battery is reaching critical low levels, which helps you to prevent the battery from getting damaged. To the left of the display screen, you will find an LED light with 3 different settings: a low light, a strong light, and an SOS rescue signal flash, which can easily light up your entire workstation and act as a torch when camping outside. It is equipped with standard 3-prong South African plugs, so no need for any clunky adapters, and it also contains a range of different ports that will allow you to charge 9 devices simultaneously. It is absolute bonkers that they managed to fit so much into such a small, compact machine. With its extreme fast charging capabilities, the RiverPro can charge from 0 to 100% in just over 1.6 hours when using an AC wall outlet, which is 5 times faster than the industry average, where it will take most power stations around 8 hours to fully charge. This is probably my favorite function of the RiverPro, and it was the deciding factor for me when I bought it, as it is ideal for level 6 and above of load shedding, where we often only have 2 hours of power between different blackout periods, and therefore cannot really wait 8 hours for our batteries to recharge. When connected to 210 watt solar panels, it can be fully charged in 4.5 hours, and when connected to your car's 12 volt adapter, it will only take around 6.5 hours to recharge. The RiverPro also contains an overload protection switch, which will be triggered when the input current continuously exceeds 10 ampere during a charge, which is a safety mechanism to prevent the battery from being damaged, which will again help it to be much more sustainable over the long run. Now, to further protect the battery, I would suggest to only charge it through a surge protector plug, which you can somewhere buy on Takealot, and do not keep the unit plugged in when the power is scheduled to go back on, as high surges between load shedding cycles can sometimes also damage the battery. Now, in this wireless world of ours, remote control is key. That is why you can also pair your EcoFlow power station with the EcoFlow mobile app, which can be downloaded directly from either the Google Play or the Apple Store. This little mobile app can basically do everything. It monitors its input and output, sends recharge alerts, and even enables you to play around with the LED light. You can also use the mobile app to upgrade its firmware and to contact customer support should you ever run into any problems. Now, whilst the 720 watt-hour capacity of the EcoFlow RiverPro should be more than enough for most people, if you are planning on taking a long trip or you have more power-heavy devices that you want to use all at the same time, then you can always add an extra RiverPro battery, thereby instantly doubling its capacity to 1440 watt hours. You can also purchase the RiverPro bag to carry your power station around, which is made of strong, durable anti-skid material that is both water and dust resistant. The top lid has a mesh pouch with a zipper that can be used to store all of your cables and solar panel clips. The RiverPro can be connected to either a single solar panel or 2 sets of solar panels in parallel and can support a 10 to 24 volt DC and 12 ampere input. If the input exceeds 25 volts, the over voltage protection switch will be triggered and the battery will stop charging to prevent over voltage damage to the battery. Now, a massive thanks to EcoFlow for kindly sponsoring me this 220 watt bifacial portable solar panel to test out its functionality for this specific video. This solar panel is 10% smaller than comparable 220 watt panels, and it is supported with tempered glass, thereby making it 5 times tougher than the industry average. It has up to a 23% conversion rate with a 220 watt primary side and a 155 watt side on the back for ambient light, thereby allowing you to capture 25% more solar energy than other standard solar panel modules. It comes with its own sturdy carrying case, which doubles up as a self-supporting kickstand with an adjustable angle using the 4 snap hooks. The panel is completely water and dust tight and is actually quite easy and straightforward to set up once everything is unfolded. You simply connect the MC4 end to the XT60 connector and then plug the XT60 connector to the RiverPro's XT60 input port. You can monitor the amount of power input that the battery receives via the mobile app, which is usually between 150 and 180 watt in my experience, depending on the sun's intensity and the time of day. The solar panel can easily be folded and placed into its bag, and I also found the material of the bag to be of a very high quality, with the zippers feeling strong and durable. Now, just to prove how portable this little beast is, I decided to take it on a little outdoor adventure by carrying both the EcoFlow RiverPro Powerstation and its accompanied 220 watt bifacial solar panel up a bloody mountain just to get this perfect shot of our iconic Table Mountain. Although the 7.6 kgs of the power station and the 9.5 kgs of the solar panel does add up, I found the handle and the adjustable shoulder straps to be quite comfortable and sturdy when carrying, and both easily fit into my car trunk. It is therefore also a powerful combo for those who like to go on camping or fishing trips, or even if you just want to go for a braai at the dam with your chommies whilst watching the Rugby World Cup. It provides reliable power that allows you to basically take your adventures anywhere. So in a nutshell, the EcoFlow RiverPro Powerstation is your one-stop shop for being connected on and off the grid. With unlimited power expansion, ultra-fast recharge capabilities, and so much smart functionality, I think that EcoFlow has done an excellent job to bring clean, untethered energy to the world. As you can see, this device is built for power in mobility for short bursts of time. It should not be expected to perform the same functions as full-blown inverter systems, as it is simply not meant for that and not nearly in the same price range. If you do need something that has more output capabilities, then you can also look at the EcoFlow Delta range on the EcoFlow website, which can be built up into an extremely powerful ecosystem that should be able to eventually power any standard house. Now, I personally found the whole experience of buying my RiverPro Powerstation to be exceptional, from the great customer service to the well-designed app, excellent build quality of the device itself, and just the overall user-friendliness of the interface. And when combined with the solar panel, this now adds a whole new level of versatility, which basically enables me to take my office anywhere in the country and not be bogged down by the different load shedding schedules. And as part of EcoFlow's dedication to help remove the load shedding woes of my fellow South Africans, they are currently running a massive load shedding sale on the EcoFlow website, where you can get up to 41% of your next EcoFlow product when using my link down in the description to purchase selected items. Thanks again to EcoFlow for making this available to my viewers, and if you guys have any questions regarding the RiverPro or the 220 watt bifacial solar panel, then just gooi it in the comments and I will try my best to assist. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a lekker day. Cheers!